Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. Silver NTVforex.com news ID D4BD882 2 minutes ago by Ross J. Berlin. Silver prices are taking the spotlight, extending NBSP their rally and potentially more resilient than gold. The UD dollar is firming on a spot basis, although broad fundamentals are keeping a lid on rallies. NBSP silver prices have been extending their upside despite the greenback beginning to show some signs of stabilization with a double bottom in the DXY on the 4HR charts. At the time of writing, XAGUSD is trading at $29.0972, which is up 2.8%, having traveled from a low of $27.8317 to a high of $29.4120. NBSP. We saw a sharp correction on precious metals prices on Friday following a marginal increase in real rates, which just goes to show how vulnerable bulls are at such extreme levels. However, while the weaker hands may have fled the scene at the first sign of barriers to the upside, silver could be a favorite on the same notions, considering its allure with respect to its industrial qualities. NBSP silver continues to outperform and remains our precious metal favorite as a clean positioning slate. Strong investment flows and robust industrial demand combine for strong performance at a time when the microstructure creates a disincentive for silver bullion traders to sell, analysts at TD Securities argued. The nuts and bolts of the dollar's demise. As for the US dollar, funds have turned net short in USD for the first time since May 2018, while asset managers sold further. The broad trend of NBSP weakness remains intact given a highly dovish Fed. However, that is not to say that spot prices cannot respond aggressively to such themes as NBSP, the worsening US-China relations, or substantially improved data. NBSP, the latter, mind you, is not a likely scenario given the spread of the virus and changes in consumer behaviors. NBSP. The nuts and bolts of the dollar's demise stem in the main from the US NBSP real yield story as the Fed keep rates low, while US NBSP inflation expectations are on the rise despite the latest US CPI. In contrast to such a notion, falling 1.9% in the Q2, having risen earlier in the year. Core CPI is at its lowest level since the financial crisis. However, so long as the FX market continues to be pricing ahead of a possible Fed adoption of an average inflation target in September, the broader NBSP themes remain broadly NBSP dollar negative and bullish precious metals. NBSP. Looking ahead to this week, the CPI likely rose strongly, and not just due to gasoline, according to analysts at TD Securities. NBSP. As in June, when core prices rose a solid 0.235%, we expect unwinding of some of the March-May plunge in travel-related prices to outweigh slowing in rents. That said, we think the slowing in rents is more indicative of the trend in the year ahead. The YY pace in core prices likely remained low at 1.2% in July. Silver levels. NBSP overview today. Last price 29.14 today. Daily change 0.84 today. Daily change percent 2.97 today. Daily open 28.3. NBSP trends. Daily SMA 20 23.07, daily SMA 50 19.96, daily SMA 100 17.69, daily SMA 200 17.47. NBSP levels. Previous daily high 29.86, previous daily low 27.38, previous weekly high 29.86, previous weekly low 24.03, previous monthly high 26.21, previous monthly low 17.76, daily Fibonacci 38.2%, 28.33, daily Fibonacci 61.8%, 28.91, daily pivot point S1 27.17, daily pivot point S2 26.04, daily pivot point S3 24.7, daily pivot point R1 29.65, daily pivot point R2 30.99, daily pivot point R3 32.12. NBSP. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://mt5.expert.advisors.